In a bold move, Florida's House Speaker Daniel Perez has announced the formation of a special committee to examine the redistricting of congressional boundaries. This comes amidst a flurry of activity across the nation as states scramble for partisan control of the U.S. House, with the potential to shift the balance of power significantly. But here's where it gets controversial. The decision by Perez, a Republican from Miami, follows the lead of Texas Republicans who have ignited a mid-decade redistricting storm, while the White House pressures GOP-dominated states, including Florida, Missouri, and South Carolina, to follow suit. Meanwhile, Democratic-controlled states such as California, Illinois, and New York are considering their own redistricting strategies to bolster their party's chances. And this is the part most people miss. Redistricting is usually a once-a-decade affair, following the U.S. Census, but the current climate is anything but usual. The last redistricting took place in 2022, and the stakes are high for the upcoming 2026 elections. The catalyst for this special committee? A July 17th ruling by the Florida Supreme Court, which upheld a congressional map proposed by Governor Ron DeSantis in 2022. Critics argue that the map violated the Fair Districts Amendment, which sets guidelines for redistricting. Perez aims to clarify the applicability and interpretation of certain provisions within the Fair Districts Amendment, especially as they intersect with federal law. Why wait? Perez's memo to state House members highlights the need for clarity now rather than later, to avoid uncertainties that come with delaying these discussions until after the next decennial census and reapportionment. This proactive approach seeks to gain legal guidance from the Supreme Court before the situation becomes more contentious. The heart of the controversy lies in North Florida's Congressional District 5, previously stretching from Jacksonville to west of Tallahassee, electing Black Democrat Al Lawson. The 2022 redistricting saw a significant overhaul, with DeSantis arguing that maintaining the district would amount to an unconstitutional racial gerrymander. Under the new map, white Republicans now hold all North Florida congressional seats. The crux of the debate revolves around the non-diminishment requirement of the Fair Districts standards, which prohibits drawing districts that would weaken minority voters' ability to elect representatives of their choice. Voting rights groups contend that the new District 5 lines violate this principle, effectively preventing black voters from choosing their preferred candidates. Representative Anna Escamani, D. Orlando, expressed her concerns, labeling the move to explore redistricting outside the standard post-census cycle as deeply troubling. She argues that it threatens fair representation, undermines democratic principles, and risks silencing diverse communities. Dan Vicuña, Senior Policy Director of Voting and Fair Representation at Common Cause, adds fuel to the fire by announcing the organization's intention to file lawsuits against any new redistricting plans, regardless of the party responsible. In a twist, Perez cautions House members interested in participating in the Select Committee that expressing public opinions favoring or disfavoring an incumbent or political party will disqualify them. The committee's focus will be solely on congressional districts, as the House lacks the capacity to tackle legislative redistricting, with Republicans holding supermajorities in both chambers and Florida's congressional delegation currently split 20 Republicans to 8 Democrats. The implications are far-reaching. Stay tuned as this story unfolds and let us know your thoughts. Do you believe redistricting outside the standard post-census cycle is justified in pursuit of fairness, or does it undermine democratic processes?